Hi, Todd Warren here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather pattern here through Memorial Day weekend. And for most of that time frame, it's looking dry, but we do have to get through some thunderstorms, which are approaching the Arklatex from the west already here on this mid-afternoon on Friday. You can see right now lots of sunshine over the Arklatex. It is hot outside. Temperatures already in the upper 80s to lower 90s. We do have some thunderstorms off to the north and west of our area. You can see a quick look at radar showing you the thunderstorms moving across north central Texas and just about ready to move into McCurtain County. These probably about an hour away, say 3 o'clock. We'll see these move into the western sections of McCurtain County. And if we do not see any more thunderstorm development, what's on the radar now could make it as far east as the Queen by about 5:30. These are moving towards the east at around 20 miles per hour, maybe a little bit less than that. And this is all associated with a cold front, which is going to be sliding its way through the Arklatex here during the course of the next 24 hours. As this frontal system moves through, we'll see the biggest threat for severe weather over the northern sections of the area, and then behind the front, cooler will be the theme as we go through the weekend. Now, we do already have a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect for the northern sections of the area. You can see this watch is in effect for northeast Texas, McCurtain County, and pretty much all of southwest Arkansas until 8 p.m. This evening. So let's get into it with a look at, first of all, the latest from the HRRR model. And this model's been relatively pessimistic on the amount of thunderstorms that we see. You can see it does show the increase in the thunderstorms over the north this afternoon. That broken line of storms begins to form as the frontal system itself begins to move into the Arklatex early this evening, and that activity will gradually work its way towards the south and east. Here we are at 10 p.m. Probably we'll see the strongest of the storms this evening, say mid-evening in Texarkana. We'll see this activity begin to weaken and shift more towards the east. If we see some rain in Shreveport, it will be right around midnight when we could hear some thunder, and then by the time we get to, say, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, we should be pretty much done. And tomorrow, basically lots of clouds and just a small chance for a little bit of rain. Let's compare what you just saw to the latest run of Robin's Toyota Futurecast, and you can see that our model does have the thunderstorms moving into the Texarkana area, a more solid line as you can see here by about 10 o'clock, down to Shreveport by about midnight. Notice the weakening trend which is already going to be taking place as it moves to the south into East Texas and northwest Louisiana, and that weakening trend continues by 3 a.m. If this is correct, we could see some rain as far south as Natchitoches, and then tomorrow lots of clouds. I really don't expect to see much sunshine, and really not a whole lot as far as rain, as most high-res models keeping us pretty much dry for your Saturday. Now, as far as the severe weather risk, let's shift over to the outlook from the Storm Prediction Center and show you that it does show that we are looking at the biggest risk more than likely occurring over the northern sections of the area. This is where we do have this slight risk, as you can see here. This has been shaved a little bit more towards the north. Marginal risk East Texas and northwest Louisiana. This reflects that weakening trend. Main concern is more than likely going to be damaging straight line winds, and here for the next couple of hours we will see somewhat of a hail threat with some of these thunderstorms over the northwestern edge of the area. The tornado risk can't totally rule out that stray tornado, but that risk is looking relatively small. Let's take a look at the rotation potential here with Futurecast, and you can see it really doesn't show a whole lot. We'll have to keep an eye on the northwest edge of the area and compare that to the rotation outlook from the HRRR model, and you can see it too is somewhat minimal on any tornado risks. Can't totally rule one out, but that risk is looking relatively low, hence the severe thunderstorm watch instead of the tornado watch that is currently in effect. Rainfall potential looks like this. We will see amounts that will be heaviest. We could see some spots that pick up 1 to 2 inches over the northern quarter of the Arklatex, basically north of the Arkansas-Louisiana line. East Texas, northwest Louisiana, most locations below 1/4 of an inch. We could have a few spots that pick up upwards of 1/2 an inch of rain. Now, longer range, what is going to be happening is that we will see, again, the weather pattern turn to drier and eventually hotter. As here's the upper level low in the Great Lakes, which is pushing the cold front through the area. That'll slide towards the east. We will see upper level ridging develop here across much of the western two-thirds of the country with a bit of a weakness here over the southeastern sections of the country. This could result in a little bit of a chance of rain for the middle part of next week. And then this ridge that you see here over Mexico, that's going to expand towards the north, and that's going to warm us up as we head into Memorial Day weekend, with temperatures for Memorial Day very likely in the middle 90s, believe it or not. So here are the details in your forecast for tonight. We're going to be looking at temperatures across the Arklatex that will cool off only into the 60s and lower 70s. 65 in Texarkana, 69 tonight in Shreveport, 69 degrees also for the low temperature in Natchitoches. Tomorrow, expect to see mostly cloudy sky. It will be much cooler. A little bit of rain possible, but most of us likely stay dry. Highs will mainly be in the 70s. You can see we'll have to watch the southern edge of the area. A little bit warmer in Natchitoches and Manny. Small chance for a stray thunderstorm there. But again, most of us will stay dry, and most of us will see daytime highs in the 70s tomorrow, pretty close to 80 degrees. 10-day forecast shows that we will see temperatures across the Arklatex that will begin to warm up with the return of sunshine Monday back to the mid-80s. We stay in the mid-80s through Wednesday. There's that chance of rain Wednesday, but notice the warming trend heading into Memorial Day weekend. Highs by Friday back up to 90. Highs by Memorial Day up to around 93, 94 degrees. So some of the hottest temperatures of the year so far on the way just in time for the Memorial Day weekend. So again, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 8 p.m. for the northern sections of the Arklatex, and that's where the highest risk of maybe seeing some strong to severe thunderstorms will occur here as we go through the rest of the afternoon and this evening. Wind probably going to be the biggest threat, and then we turn cooler as we go through the weekend with lots of clouds lingering through Sunday.